So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I want to explain a little bit about how using film and vintage cameras is helping me rediscover my love of photography and how it's helping me combat burnout as a photographer. So I got into photography through my father. He was a photographer in the 1970s and the 1980s and the early 90s, and I grew up in photo studios surrounded by cameras. So as a kid, I took pictures all the time. When I got a little bit older, I started using the Pentax and the Yashica. So being a photographer, he would get sent cameras by people when someone had died in the family or something like that. And we ended up with this collection of old cameras. And we always said at some point that we would have a go at getting them all working together. But it's not something we ever actually got round to. And he passed away a couple of years ago. And of course, in his things was a box of all of these old cameras. Some of them were like old friends, like these two. And others I'd never really seen before. Some of them were bought for me because once you have a collection of cameras, you're obviously a camera collector, so people give you cameras. So I can't go through these cameras and make them work with him anymore. So I decided I was going to do it with you guys. And about November last year, I picked up this camera, which is the Kodak Brownie. And I failed miserably to get a good shot out of it, but we made a good video and it went up on YouTube. Later on, I bought this Kodak Brownie and we got some good images out of it. But over the coming months, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of these cameras working and I'm going to make a video about each one. I'm going to put it out on Fridays. And together, you guys have already helped me learn how I can put 120 film into a 116 camera properly. And there's been so many cool comments and ideas. Together, we can make these work again. So if you want to be involved in that, and if you want to check out the videos, then subscribe. Also, if you guys have got a camera which is helping remind you of what you loved about photography, or a camera that you have really fond memories of, leave a comment below and I'll see if I can acquire it, maybe. Or you might find that it's in this bunch of cameras here. Hopefully it'll bring some magic back to photography for me. And maybe it'll bring some magic to you too. So the first video to come out is going to be on the Yashica. And after that, I'll be doing a video about each one of these cameras every week until I run out of cameras. So I'll see you in the next video.